Hey and welcome back. In this lecture, we're going to be exploring Netflow, which is a powerful network monitoring and traffic analysis protocol used to gather detailed information about network traffic over your network. We're going to discuss its benefits, the configuration steps, and a practical demonstration in Cisco Packet Tracer. Let's go ahead and dive in. So what is Netflow? Netflow is a Cisco-developed network protocol used for monitoring and collecting IP network traffic information. It's going to provide visibility into how network bandwidth and resources are being utilized by capturing and analyzing flow data. Netflow is going to provide detailed visibility, allowing administrators to identify top talkers, some applications that are consuming too much bandwidth, and potential network congestion points. It enables real-time monitoring of network performance metrics such as traffic volume, packet loss, and latency, helping you to optimize your network resources. Netflow can also be used for security analysis. It can detect anomalous behavior and identify potential security threats like DOS attacks or unauthorized access attempts. By analyzing historical Netflow data, you can plan network capacity upgrades more effectively based on traffic trends and grow patterns. So let's go ahead and dive into the configuration. So over here we have our DMT monitor server, which has Netflow already configured on it. So if you jump in here, we can just go ahead and turn that service on. And now let's jump into the router and we'll go ahead and show some configuration. So how do we configure Netflow? Well, we need to jump into the interface or the interfaces that we want to monitor. In this case, the only interface we're going to monitor is fast Ethernet 0/0, which connects our router to our switch. And we need to specify if we want to monitor ingress traffic or egress traffic. In this case, let's do both. So the command is ipflow egress and ipflow ingress. So that's configuring traffic going both ways on that particular interface. We'll exit out of the interface mode, and now we need to specify this flow export destination. So that can be done with ipflow export destination. The IP address of the server in our case is 192.168.1.5, and the port is 9996, and that's going to define that it's going to this server on this port. And lastly, we need to specify what version of Netflow we want to use, which in this case is going to be the highest one, which is 9. So again, just to cover those two commands, the ipflow export destination specifies the IP address and the UDP port number of 9996 of the Netflow connector, which is typically a server or some type of analyzer where flow data will be sent. The next command configures Netflow to use version 9 for exporting flow records, which support flexible templates and enhanced information. So to test if this is all working, we'll go ahead and jump into privilege exec mode, and we'll do a show IP cache flow. So at the moment, there's really not too much going on this router, so nothing's being logged. So let's start generating some traffic. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that by copying some data from the TFTP server set up on that monitor server onto the flash of this device. So we'll go there, and let's go ahead and copy across just one of the images. So I'm just going to copy and paste the file we want to copy and paste across. Yep, let's do it again. And maybe just one more time for good luck. Alrighty, so now that we've generated some traffic, let's go ahead and do a show IP cache, and we can see here some information about the cache flow. So it's going to be telling us what flow it's currently capturing. It's going to give us some details around how much packets flow per second and bytes per packet, for example, are going to be in there. But the main data is going to come from the server itself. So let's close down that and open up the monitor, and we'll go into the Netflow collector. And as you can see there, it's already started to create a little bit of a chart. So if we click on that, we can see that there was 33% of the traffic has been from source IP 1.5 to 1.1. So that's of course the traffic going in from the monitor to the router in that direction. And because we've run that 3 times, we can see each of the flows there distributing across 3 different times. So that's 33.33% of the traffic has been across those 3 different commands. So let's talk about a real-world scenario where Netflow will come in handy. Imagine a large financial institution that relies heavily on its network infrastructure to conduct daily transactions and serve customers globally. One day, the network operations team noticed a significant drop in application performance and latency across critical systems. This sudden slowdown was affecting transaction processing times and customer access to online services, posing a serious operational risk. Using Netflow, the team quickly identified an unusual high traffic volume originating from a specific internal server. Upon further analysis, they discovered the server was unintentionally sending out excessive amounts of data due to a misconfigured application update. This unexpected surge in outbound traffic was saturating network links, causing congestion, leading to the performance degradation observed. With the insights provided by Netflow, the team promptly rectified the misconfiguration, throttled the traffic from the affected server, and rerouted critical transactions to less congested paths. This swift action restored normal network performance, minimizing downtime, and prevented potential financial losses and customer dissatisfaction. Netflow not only helped diagnose the issue effectively, but also enabled proactive network management and optimization to maintain service continuity. This is just one of the many scenarios that I've seen Netflow absolutely save the day, and it's something really important if you're running in a Cisco environment. I highly suggest you look at setting up. So in this lecture, we've covered the fundamentals of Netflow, its benefits, and how to configure it in Packet Tracer. Netflow provides valuable insights into network traffic patterns, enabling network admins to optimize performance, enhance security, and troubleshoot issues effectively. I highly suggest you practice these configurations in your lab environment to gain hands-on experience with Netflow monitoring. That's it for this lecture. I truly do hope this has shown you a lot and shown you something that's really cool. I absolutely love learning about Netflow because I just find it such a fascinating feature. So I highly do suggest you go lab this one up, practice it for yourself, maybe test it a couple of different downloads, so maybe put some PCs over on this side and start downloading traffic maybe from the server and just see what those IP flow caches can show. That's it, however, for this one. I'll go ahead and see you in the next lecture.